All right, I love this point that Tom Brady made in the broadcast on Sunday. All right, this is going to be a naked bootleg. So on a naked bootleg, most people understand what you usually get is you get somebody going to the flat, okay? Somebody usually goes deep, okay, in some form or fashion, corner route or come back to the outside, something, and then you're going to have somebody running an over route here, okay? So those are the elements that you're going to get with just about every naked bootleg. And then there's some other options here where some teams will run a trail. So one guy blocks down, and then he trails out here. So he's kind of an outlet for you at the last minute, okay? But those are the elements. So when we come out on a naked bootleg, okay, the read is flat, okay? So in this particular case, you see, all right, what they're going to do here is they're going to run the corner here. Their flat is actually going to come with a wrap from the backside, okay? Dawson Knox is doing what I talked about. He's running the trail. And then it's going to be, I think, Deion Coleman from the backside that's running the over, okay? So you're going to see all of these elements. The way that we usually read this is 1, okay? And then depending on the look over the top, we're either going to go 2 or we're going to go 2. And then we come back here to 3, okay? So if we've got a guy sitting hard outside of this corner where we know we don't have a chance, we'll go flat to inside and then usually to that trail. If we've got an option of kind of a high low to the outside, then we'll read flat over the top to the corner, and then sometimes we can work back inside or to our number 3 there, okay? So that's how it works. So you're going to see Josh Allen come out and he's looking at the flat right here. And he's like, I don't have the flat here because this guy's got leverage. So now I'm going to peek over the top, okay? So maybe he's peeking at the corner, feeling like this guy hesitated a little bit. I really think he's looking back in here because he got a quick read on the flat. So I'm going to go right back to the inside because I feel a defender outside. And that's really not a high percentage throw. That just kind of happens every once in a while. So oftentimes it's going to be the flat, the cross, or the trail route that we're going to get. Okay, so you see him, he looks back inside, right? You see his eyes and everything. He's looking back inside, the cross, the trail. What does that do to defenders, right? As you're coming out, they understand their responsibility, but then once you break contain, they want to get their eyes on the quarterback. They want to be ready for whatever throw, and defenders usually know what the elements are to a naked as well. You'll see a lot of defenders come off the fake, like they think it's a run, and then they realize it's a naked, and they turn and hunt up the cross because they're like, well, I know there's going to be a cross because it's a naked bootleg. I know what's there. Oh, we've got a trail here, so I got to be ready to kind of hold in on the trail. So they understand the elements of a naked bootleg. And so what they do is they cover the flat, and then they look at the quarterback and they go, okay, we know he's going to work back to the inside. And so what I loved about this is Josh Allen does a great job of going 1, okay? We're going 1, okay? I don't have 1 right off the bat. I'm going to peek inside to 2. But I know that when I peek inside, if they're not there, it's going to be because these guys are reading my eyes and playing back to the inside. So this is what we call a 1, 2, 1 read. Starting with 1, then I'm going to 2, and then instead of going to 3, I'm feeling the defenders out in front of me and realizing, hey, they could easily fall off, and I can come right back to number 1. Okay, so number 1's covered, go to 2. Oh, now they fall off, and I'm back to number 1, and we get a 10-yard gain. Why? Watch this defender. I got him covered. You got him covered right there. Just stay on him, but I'm worried about the throwback to the inside. I'm worried about Josh Allen turning up and running, and I'm playing with my eyes instead of my responsibility, and we're right back outside. So just a cool little teaching point that Tom Brady mentioned in this game that I've talked to a lot of quarterbacks about is that this is exactly how it works sometimes. That, hey, go ahead and work back to number 2, and if it's there, take it. But if it's not, as you continue to play this thing out, don't be afraid to come back to number 1, because oftentimes you can get at least a 3 or 4 yard gain as he's sitting over on the sideline, right? He gets over here. He might just be sitting right here. But if you threaten these guys and they start to come off and play you, boom, you just pop it over there, pick up a 3 or 4 yard gain, which is really what a naked bootleg is all about, and get a positive play.